The name of the award. It was you were the #1 stream in the streaming awards. Isn't that correct?
Correct.
Welcome to TigerVision is presented by Conley Buick GMC. We welcome you to Coach Marino's Game Day show here at Popey's Place 2, located on 8th Avenue here in Palmetto, Florida. I'm Brian Varnadorn. I'm joined by my broadcast partner, Mr. Ken Burton, and the Tiger head coach, Dave Marino. We wanted to thank the #1 fans, our TigerVision fans, for watching once again. We had 11,000 fans that viewed our broadcast Friday night. If you haven't already done so, we'd like for you to click and subscribe, hit like, and then subscribe to our channel. Now let's turn it over to my broadcast partner, Mr. Ken Burton Jr., with the interview with Coach Marino.
All right. Coach, we have a great local sponsor, Sumter Electric, serving our community for over 20 years. Sumter Electric, phone number 941-723-2810. The Sumter Electric impact players of the game, Coach. And who are they this week?
Well, we have offensively Josh Ziplin, Sajel Hickson, and defensively we have Cedric Augustin and LJ Hewitt. And these guys have played outstanding. If you Tiger fans have been watching, Cedric Augustin has been putting pressure on every quarterback that we've played this year. And, we're so excited for him because he's only a sophomore, and his upside is just through the roof. And then you have obviously LJ just locking down every top receiver we've gone against so far, and he's had to go against some good ones. He's just doing a good job for us.
Absolutely
creating that stability. And then Josh Ziplin, what an outstanding performance he had last week. He started off a little shaky, with the first interception. It was a bad read, but from then on, he was just making great reads in our run game and our option game, and then like I said, in our passing game as well. He was doing a really good job, and right up to the very end, managing that 4-minute offense to perfection, to where we were able to get in victory and seal the deal. So yeah, we're excited, and you all know what Sajel does. Sajel is Sajel, and he's just a horse.
Well, it was a tale of two halves. And we'll be getting with the players at halftime. And at the end of the game, I'm going to turn it back over to Brian as we begin to watch the game.
Yeah, Coach, very impressive win. Just wanted to say thank you from the community to the coaching staff. As proud as I could be when you have adversity. It's even sweeter when you get it's different than blowing out a team that you're expected to beat by 40 or 50 points. You had a very good team that you had. You were up against. You had adversity show up on Friday night, and I was just so impressed with the adjustments the coaching staff made, all the rushing that we did. It was fantastic. So let's get right into the action and talk some of the highlights from that November 27th game. That was my birthday, by the way, Coach.
All right, happy birthday.
Yeah, with the Hillsborough Terriers.
Well, there's the kickoff, which, I'm sure the fans were probably wondering, why is Coach Marino going for 2 on every possession? Well, we found out that day that one of our kickers, we already knew we were going to be down one kicker, that the other kicker wasn't going to be there. So Robert Gavin, our punter right there, number 8, did as good a job as he could have done under the circumstances. Right there, we knew they were going to test our young corner in Jaden Dunbar, and that kid's fast. There's no doubt about it.
Definitely.
Like I said, we knew our defense was going to have their hands full, but right there, Ruben Stamp and Jameel Williams, do a good job, just basically preventing the big plays. We didn't really give up a lot of big plays, and that was key. That was something that we wanted to make sure that we could at least corral them, because they're phenomenal athletes, outstanding athletes. And, right there, Jalen, the way he's just got a great nose for the football. And then the great push up front. Again, there's Cedric Augustin, Miles Ormsby, Jordan Renard. There he is right there, number 17. He just had an outstanding game, and I can't wait to get him on the show later and talk to him. Right there again, keeping everything in front. LJ doing a good job on coverage, making a tackle. Not many yards after catch. I think, again, our defense, the way they rally and run to the football, great job there by, again, Jameel Williams is doing an outstanding job playing that down safety for us. So, defensively they did their job. They did what they needed to do. And, offensively, we talked about it, how we had to step up this week. We couldn't just rely on our defense to carry us. And, like I said, I think Josh did a good job. That first series we gave up, like I said, we gave up the, interception. But, right there we used, brought Jock Hughes over. He had been, chomping at the bit to get some offense, and he gets a nice spark for us with a big gain. Right there, another big run there by Sagel, and, we get behind the chains a little bit. So we want to loosen them up. You see right there we had Zorian Geathers. Josh just forced it.
Right.
It was, we wanted to loosen them up. We wanted to take a shot if it was there, and if not, take what they give you. And, like I said, that was the only really bad mistake that Josh made all night. Right there, again, quarterback, receivers, outstanding players. But, again, our defense keeping everything in front of them and, not allowing them to get that big play. Right there, just, hats to the ball. You got Ruben Stamp pursuing. You got Jock Hughes coming in from the safety spot. So it was inside-out pursuit from linebackers flowing. Right there again, great penetration. Floyd Dozier, our defensive line captain, just a senior leader, getting penetration, getting his hand up, changing the direction of the throw. That was big. Again, right there, Cedric Augustin setting the edge, getting his hands up, and like I said, just disrupting the trajectory of the throw. And then, right there, that kicker was good.
He
But
was
like
good.
I said, with pressure in his face, we held him right there. So now offensively, Josh does a good job right there on the option. Good blocking on the perimeter. Man, we caught a break there.
Caught a break, yes.
That kid that put his hat right on the ball. Sagel did everything right, and then obviously his hustle to get back on that was key to keep this drive going. Good decision again by Josh. Playing the option. And then pulling and popping right there. That was a great read by Josh, and unfortunately, Alzavian couldn't haul that one in. Right there is just a little bit underthrown, and that was that was the story in the first half. We were missing, just a little bit, an overthrow here, just off somebody's hands, and like I said, so we knew the game plan was there, and we knew the kids could execute it. It was just a matter of staying the course and having faith and trust in them that they were going to get it going. So, again, great punt by Robert.
Yeah, great play.
Pinning them down deep. Defensively, that's a big play. That's a big play by a big-time player. And, we had them pinned down deep, but, hey, that's what we talked about, that we weren't going to be able to just shut them out. We were just going to try and slow them down. And, like I said, the defense, they got caught a little bit out of position on that one. And then, like I said, when you have great athletes like Hillsborough had, they're going to take advantage of it. So, kickoff return, we thought we might get a chance. He usually kicks them in the end zone. But like I said, he gave us a chance there and got us out. Good field position. If you could start outside the 30, that's always a plus. So, again, offensively, it's our time. Josh makes a good decision
That was great.
there. It wasn't there. He didn't like it. So, again, not forcing anything. Living for another down, so it's a good job here. O-line getting a little push, Sagel running hard as he always does. And so, you get into third and long, that's not where you want to be. And like I said, later on, we start hitting on first and second down so you don't get yourself in those third and longs. But, like I said, right there, good defensive play by them. And so, they force us to punt. Thank God we had our punter, Robert
yes.
Gavin. We weren't missing him. So even though we were missing our kickers, we did have Robert, and, he does an outstanding job. So he sort of gets a good one off there, gets them, back a little bit, not as deep as we'd like them. But again, great job by our defense keeping it in front of them, not giving up those explosive plays. The last big run for the touchdown was an explosive, and we knew they had that capability. So again, we want to make sure we tighten up and not allow them to score so quick. Right there, you get penetration there again, Jordan Renard. And that's tough when you have a tailback that has to redirect 4 yards in the backfield, and then, like I said, the way our defense pursues, it makes it difficult for them. Again, right there, what a great hit, inside out pursuit by Jalen, and so.
Yeah, at the end of the first quarter, Coach, there, the Palmetto Tigers are trailing in this one 7-0.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at the eye test there, you can see that Hillsborough has tremendous speed, but as you could see, once that they approached the red zones, Ken and I talked about that.
Mhm.
Once they got tight into the red zones, that Palmetto Tiger defense was really playing tough. So
yeah, absolutely, and it's up front. Everything starts up front, and when the field gets shorter, the back end has less to cover and has less to defend, and so we know we like our chances of winning up front in that battle in the trenches. So, like I said, when you get in the red zone, we become that much tougher.
All right, Coach, so here we'll take it into the second quarter highlights.
So they got a good drive going here, but again, good fill right there, by our
Jamil.
Yep, Jamil, and we got Jake Ruiz mixed in there this week. He played some good reps for us. Right there, LJ gets his hand in, breaks that one up. Good coverage there, and so puts them in a situation of those long situations, and that's what you want. 2nd and 10, 3rd and 10, those are the situations you want to be in, and gives our defense a chance to really rush the passer, and that's what we do best.
Look at Floyd on the sideline, all the way
Yeah.
over to the sideline.
Yeah, and that's they do. They pursue that. We work on it every day, and so again, good push right there. I believe Jalen still got a finger on
Yeah,
it.
he did.
So
That's amazing.
we felt like we had a chance to block a couple, and he did. He did a good job with it. So here we go again. We felt like if we get a chance on the return, we may have a shot. And right there, Jock Hughes is doing an outstanding job setting up the blocks and then making the break right when it was there. So again, great field position, and offensively we need to capitalize. Again, just a great play call and just over the fingertips there, Sagel. Could have been a big play. It was
The blocking was out there, Coach.
Oh, yeah, it was a big play later on.
Yeah.
We dial it up again, a little different variation of it, and that was the difference. We just missed on it right there, but later on in the game we hit on it.
Great catch.
Again, now Alzavian gets his hands in front.
That's exactly
offhand reach and
Yep.
Makes a nice play. Great read by Josh again to pull and pop. So now we're starting to get a little momentum. Guys are starting to play to their capability, and like I said, we're moving the chains. We knew if we can do that, if we can get into our tempo where we're starting to, play consistent, do our, assignment sound, teams are going to get tired. We pride ourselves on being in better shape. Right there, Josh does a good job, makes a good read, tough run.
Running with ball security too,
Yep.
Coach. His
Yep.
improvement there is incredible.
Yep. And right there, like I said, now everybody's sitting and waiting on Josh, and now you give it to Sage on. That's a tough balance right there. If you're a defender and you wait just one split second thinking Josh is going to keep it, you're one gap short, and and you're out of position. Right there was unfortunate.
Great play call.
Yeah, without the kickers, we thought we could steal one.
Yeah.
And with the fake field goal, and Josh forgot to bring his leg up off the
Yeah.
ground.
High school, you have to have that knee off the ground.
But it was great play by Robert. Good catch. Right there, Zip hustling down. He had made so many plays all year on kickoff, and he was real close right there to making a really big play, pinning them inside the 20. So that's our goal. We would like to stop them inside the 20 on kickoff. But like I said, our defense is going to have to battle through again. These receivers they had,
They were great.
They're great football players, and the quarterback does a great job. Great coverage there. They took another shot deep, but like I said, great coverage by like I said, whether it's been LJ or Jaden Dunbar's really stepped up. So we're excited for him, only being a sophomore. The future's bright on the back end with him returning. Again, they're driving, but our defense just is relentless.
Oh.
Right there, I thought
Simpson.
Jordan was going to pick six that.
My goodness.
But again, pressure in his face when you got Floyd and Jordan and Ormsby and Gabe McDuffie and Danny Rivera and Cedric Augustin. It's just we're just rotating so many guys in, and it just wears teams down. It's just tough to block.
This
us.
is an unbelievable.
Yeah, just a great goal line stand here.
Unbelievable.
Outstanding. Just again getting great push up the middle, and then the linebackers filling.
What's Jock Hughes here? That's a touchdown on
Yep.
just about anybody else.
Yeah,
on film, a lot of their film, they score against other teams.
That's what Jock does. He's just got outstanding speed and takes a perfect angle. And again, just, like I said, holding them, slowing them down, stopping a touchdown there. So, we need to step up. Like I said, they got the one touchdown, the one big play, and we've held them to 2 field goals. And so now it's, it's just a matter of us staying the course. Like I said, things worked well the last drive. Again, that one got batted down.
Yeah, they got
and that's
several of those.
That's what happened in the first half. It was just those little miscues or misfires or things that just didn't allow us to get going. But right there, Josh sells it better, gets a better throw lane, and so we get a little spark there. Sagel does a good job finding an open area in the screen, and again, Josh delivers a good ball. Again, right in his hands.
Yeah.
So these are the things schematically we knew were there for the game plan, and it was just a matter of staying the course. Right there, Josh. Josh missed it. We had Mouse, Cleve Benson out here in the flat, and he just missed it. And again, that's where he gets better every series because it's just experience.
Yeah.
So. A couple drop balls. That's a killer. That's a momentum killer. We get a big gain with Sagel on the screen, and then, like I said, a couple drops. Bad read by Josh, and we're limited right there. So, we didn't get off a great punt. So the defense has got their backs up against it a little bit. They got good field position but again, what pressure right there by Cedric. That's outstanding. Again, to get them behind the chains, just a great job. All right, again, keeping it in front of us. He's a good player, but again, great tackle by LJ Hewitt. So many game-saving tackles. Not just as a corner, but on the
special teams.
Yeah, the kickoff. The kickoff where he breaks out. But LJ does a great job making the play, and then our defense stops him, and then he misses the field goal.
That's right.
So a big 60-yard, 70-yard kick return is for nothing, no points. Again, right there, Jordan Renard. You get pressure from Cedric or anybody else coming off the edge, and then there's Jordan. Jordan and Floyd getting pressure up the middle.
Good pressure there, and a great throw.
Again, great throw, but again, LJ didn't give up on the ball. He tries to recover and gets his hand in there late to pop it loose. So that's another big play by LJ. So, at this point, you just got to cut your losses and just regroup. And, I think the way things were going for us offensively, we didn't want to take any chances and have our defense be in a bad spot. So go back in at halftime, regroup, make some adjustments, and get ready to fight another day in the second half.
And I looked at that as we went to the halftime break, Coach, and I saw the amount of depth that they had on their sideline. I saw their players playing both ways, and we had a lot of adversity there in the first half. They've got some really great skill people, but I thought as the game would progress and the rushing offense, the last couple weeks, Coach, I was looking at the statistics. You went for 284 rushing against Fort Pierce, and so the rushing statistics on the game here was well over 200.
I think it was 245 this past week.
Yeah,
250,
259.
259.
So 259. So you have 2 weeks of over 200 yards rushing. It's not the balanced offense that we usually see. Last year, I believe we only had 12 yards difference between rushing yardage and passing yardage last 12 on the entire season. This year, what we're seeing is that run heavy, and it's great to see.
Well, we're dialing them up. We're throwing the ball. It's just,
Yeah.
just we're not catching them consistently enough, but we're still we always like to be balanced, and so we're still going to continue to give our receivers a chance and give Josh a chance and keep coaching them up. That hopefully we're going to start getting more consistent in the passing game.
Yeah, and it's a sequential play calling that you guys have. But one thing, even having the plays to the passing plays that are there, opens up the rushing, even when it's not, converted. So, Coach, at halftime, trailing 13-6. Ken, I'm going to turn it over to you now.
Okay, thank you, Brian. As we just witnessed, despite over 200 yards of Terrier offense, most of it on that one long play, the defense shut down Hillsborough High School in the red zone all night. That first half could have easily been 35-6. The defense just played lights out the whole game. And one of your impact players of the week we have with us is shutdown corner L.J. Hewitt. He had 2 solos, 3 assists, and 1 tackle for loss. He's got an interception on the season. Any comments about him, Coach?
Well, we not only that, but everything gets glossed over in the special teams area of a football game. But we don't. We understand how important it is, and and he's made so many saving tackles for the defense to give the defense another chance. Whether it was the Manatee game or this past Friday night, that was a great return. The kid had it, and like I said, LJ makes the stop, and then gives our defense a chance to go out there and shut them down. And then the kid misses the field goal. So that great kick return, could have been a touchdown, but LJ saved it from being a touchdown, gave his brothers another chance on defense to go out and play, and that's what he's been doing all year long. He's just been a great leader for us, and couldn't be more happy for him and for our team.
Okay, LJ, we got a video we're going to show Chad. It'll be number 6. 19 seconds in the first quarter. It was one of your 2 tackles in the game. You want to walk us through? It looked like the receiver missed the block, and you just make a textbook open tackle, keeping the defender, the receiver, to the inside. You want to walk us through it? Remember the play?
I remember this play. But this play right here, they were running like an RPO, so I really have to. My assignment is really like to play my deep third, but I got to make sure I got to read number 2, and then I just seen the play and I just reacted, and I seen the chains, so I made sure to get it behind the chains, so I had to kick a field goal.
He's been doing a good job of that all year as well.
Huge.
Not only is he doing his assignment sound, but he's doing it at a high level where he's helping out the entire defense in terms of whether it's inside out leverage or outside leverage, whatever he needs for the particular scheme we're running, he's doing it. He's doing over and above what is just called of him and his job.
And there was another play during the game. We could not tell, and we didn't have the broadcast. They threw a deep pass. The receiver got down the field, but you caught him in the end zone. I didn't know if you deflected that. Whatever he did, he dropped it. And he catches that thing 9 times out of. Was there something that happened? Did you deflect it, or?
You got your hand in late, right?
I got my hand in late, but I didn't really expect him to be that fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were fast. But you stayed with it, and again,
never giving up.
Another 6 points, and game over just about. So
because as he's trying to make the catch, LJ's still hustling his
to catch up
again.
Yes.
And like I said, to get that hand in late and disrupt it, and like I said, that's where even when somebody catches it, if you're there and you can make a play on it and get a hand in there or punch it loose, that's our coaches do a great job. Ezra Robinson, our defensive back coach, that's they're always looking to be ball hawks, and they do a great job with it.
Okay, thank you. All right, Cedric.
While Cedric's on his way up here, Ken, I thought there were 2 of their receivers that were faster than anybody that we've seen this year.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
You're talking about real sprinting talent that they had there. So it was a lot of kudos to the defensive secondary for the Tigers.
Okay, we have our number 17 defensive end that has really come on strong here late. Coach, you've talked about him earlier. Cedric Augustin had 2 solos, an assist, 6 sacks on the season. You have been all over the place here of recent comments.
Yeah, it's just, it's amazing for as young as he is, being a sophomore, the poise he plays with, the hunger, the tenacity. He's out there giving tackles a fit. And again, our D-line coach, Coach Walls does an outstanding job. And the fact that we're able to rotate so many guys, it's almost unfair that with his skills and his ability and his hunger to be great, he gets to be fresh, and other the tackle's got to go 70, 80 plays. And, the plays that he gets, he's impactful. He makes the most of them. And it's just a nice problem to have.
We're going to take a look at one of your sacks you had. This was 3 minutes left in the second quarter. We're going to put it up here. It's video number 5, Chad, and you can walk us through it, what you were seeing.
Okay, so I see that Darren double cross read. So then it was a tight end. He went out for the route. So I knew I had to use my speed, so I couldn't give up on the play. I was backside. So I just used my speed to try to hit the ball down, and I ended up sacking him.
That was such a huge play at that point in the game.
And again, he's so explosive.
Oh.
It's tough for a really, really good tackle to try to block him. And now if you try to block him with a tight end or anybody, that's a tough challenge.
It reminds me of a Dwight Freeney when I watched.
Yes,
Cedric.
we talked about that in the broadcast. Yes.
Yeah, and
I was thinking more of a baby Khalil Mack. I was thinking more Khalil Mack.
Yeah, of Westwood High School, Khalil Mack, right?
Is that where he was from?
Yes, he's from Westwood High School.
I did not know
yes.
that. There you go.
You know who Khalil Mack is? Well,
yeah.
that's who.
UB, a Buffalo. He's a Buffalo. Him and Floyd will
that's right.
be UB alums at some point.
I got to ask you because I've been pronouncing your name. It's spelled without an E on the end, and it's I've been.
Augustine, like St. Augustine.
I've been going with Augustine all year long.
My bad too.
And I will get it right. I want to say this: if I had your baritone voice, I'd be doing this for for a living.
Fox Sports.
Yeah, because I don't know how you. What grade are you in?
10th grade.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's
a freak.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of upside here, definitely.
Yes. Him and Jordan are going to be given fits for 2 more years. God help those offensive linemen.
What would you say your biggest attribute would be? Probably speed?
Yes, sir. Speed and strength.
Yeah. And then I see when those guys, and they'll double team you, they'll chip on you a little bit. I see that you have a relentless will to pursue. You don't care if there's 2 of them blocking you, 3 of them you blocking you. Have you always been like that?
Yes, sir. I always try to give effort. Don't never give up on the play. Just keep on going.
Yeah, I have.
2 for 12 passing for 33 yards in the air. Okay, the $64,000 question. Okay.
Who's
Coach.
most valuable?
Well, yeah, that we'll do that one later. But Coach, what did you share with the team in the locker room to motivate the turnaround?
We were just missing it on offense. It was an overthrow or a drop ball or a tip ball. So we knew that the plays are there and the plays were there to be had. And we just had to stay the course, and the kids didn't want to die away from home. If you're going to die, you want to die at home.
Yes.
And so
let's play the third quarter, Brian, and we'll take a look. We're going to ask y'all, we're going to look at some of y'all's video because the second half was a total different game than the first half. So just hang tight here as we go into the third quarter, Brian.
All right, and going into that third quarter, we're trailing in the game, and here's that opening series, Coach. This should be exciting.
So, again, we work kick return. We try to, get as much as we can. We'd like to get a touchdown, but, unfortunately that kid was a good kicker.
It was great.
And he didn't give us a chance. You want to start, cheating and crashing, then he's going to pull it again. So.
Thought Sagel scored here.
Yeah,
Mark
no,
short.
it was definitely they missed that one.
And the next one.
Yeah, But again,
Just a few.
and that's the attitude that these kids have. They're relentless. You're under so much pressure, like he usually is. Throughout a game, you get a little antsy with your feet, and you don't get your feet set.
I don't think he had faced a defensive line like this, up to this point in the season.
Manageable.
That was such a huge play there by Josh.
Yeah.
This was the
Huge.
game changer.
Yeah. Keeping his eyes downfield,
Yep.
avoiding the rush. Those are the things you ask for of a quarterback, and he's doing it. Right there, usually good push right there. Lyman got, again, good hard run by Sagel up the middle.
Never tackled on this one.
Up and we lose our composure a little bit here on this drive. We get a penalty, and I talked to some of our linemen. They were trying to protect their quarterback, and I love that fight in them. But you just got to be smart because we pick up 8 yards here, and then
Okay, this is where the power went out, and we went off the air.
well, like I said, the way Josh managed that 4-minute drive was outstanding. So that, again, credit to Josh.